I welcome you all to this presentation. So now in this presentation, I'll answer with you this bearing question on bearing, and also question on functions. Okay, so now we are just going to consider this diagram. So as you can see here, we've got this line which is pointing north. So now this one to this line, it is making an angle of what? 90 degrees here. So angle at this side, we have been given the angle at E, it's what? 60 degrees, and angle at F, it is 40 degrees. So here at G we don't have. So now how can we find the angle at D? Remember here, when you are dealing with a triangle, the angles in a triangle, they add up to 180. Okay, 180. So having this, first thing, we can complete the angles in this triangle before we can answer this question. Okay, so here we have 40, 60, 40, and this side we don't have. Okay, so we are going to find the angle at G. So the angle at G, will say it's G here will be equal to 180 minus, open bracket, 60 plus 40. Okay, so this is paper 1, we don't use calculator. So once you add this, you get 100. So 100, and then you subtract 100 from 180. So at G here, you are going to have 80 degrees. So angle at this is going to be 80 degrees. So this is the angle that we okay. So now, having this angle, let's answer the questions that we have here. Calculate the bearing of F from G. So F is this one. Now it is from what? G. So now you go where there is what? The last letter that has been mentioned. So it's F from G. So you go where there is D. So when you go where there is D, you need to draw at a northing line. Okay, so now your angle, your direction to move like this. And remember, the angles, they are presented, or the bearings are presented in three significant. So here we'll say it's this side. Okay, so we'll draw a north line from here. It doesn't mean that once you do this, you are dividing this angle at equal distance. No. So we'll draw a line like this. So this is our north, this side. So now we'll move like this. Once you touch there, you stop. Okay, so we want to calculate the bearing of F from G. So it's this movement here. So having this movement, we're going to use the information that we have this side to find the angle at this side. When you say NG, this side, so we'll say we're going to extend this side. We can extend here, since there is a north line, so we'll say we'll extend this side. So now we know we can find the angle at this point. Okay, the angle at this point. So the angle at this point, we are saying that this is 90 degrees. So if this is 90, all this from here to there, it will add up to 180. All this, it will add up to 180. This is 90, this is 60. So now 90 plus 60, what are we going to have? We are going to have 150. Okay, so now from 180, we take away 150. What are we going to have? So here we are going to have a 30. Okay, So here we will have a 30 degree. So if this is 30 degree, which means even this side we have what? 30 degree, okay? Because they are making something like a Z here, okay? They are making something like this, and the property here, the angle at this point is equal to the angle at this point. So here we have a 30. Even this side we are going to have what? A 30 from here to there. So at 30. Then remember we have from this side to this side, it's what? It's 80. Okay, it's 80. So now from 80 again we subtract what? 30. What angle are we going to have here? We are going to have 50 degrees. So the bearing here, the angle at this bearing, we are going to say it is what? 050 degrees. So this is how we show the working using you just need to work on your given what diagram to show your work. So here we'll say our answer F from G, it is the angle is 0. You had a 0 in front of the angle, so it will be like this, 50 degrees. This is the bearing of F from G. Okay, so now again the bearing of E from G. Okay, the bearing of this E from G here. Okay, so even this side you just move like this, you move from here going where there is E. Okay, so once you reach here you stop. Okay, so you are touching the line going to E. So as you can see from here to there, it is almost to 360. So the bearing of E from G will say is equal to 360. Take away this part here because we are not this one we are not going to include what? A 30 here. So we'll say the bearing of this is almost a 360, and we are going to remove this part which we are not going to cover 30 degrees. So it's we take what? 30 from 360. What are we going to have? 360 minus 30, we have 330 degrees. So this is the answer. Simple and straightforward. Or if at all you don't want to move like this, you can cut this line like this. You cut this line like this. Here you term this one to be 180. Even this side from here to there is 180. So from 180 you subtract what? 30. Then you do which means we're going to have 150 plus 180. What will be the answer? That is the bearing of E from G. Okay, thank you for this one. So now let's also consider the next question. Okay, so here we have this function. A function f is defined by f of x is equal to 2x minus 5. Find a f inverse. So here to calculate this f inverse, remember we say it's a, the first one, we say you let y be equal to f of x. Okay, and our f of x, we know that it's this one, so you just say y is equal to 2x minus 5. So this is what we have. So here one thing that you should know, or that you should consider, is to make what? X subject of the formula, not other way around. Okay, so here we make x subject of the formula. Inverse is simply the opposite of what you have been given. So making x subject of the formula, we're going to find the additive inverse of negative 5, which is positive 5. or we transpose this to the other side. So we'll say it will be y plus, this is negative, so once it crosses the equal sign, it will become what? Positive. That is the additive inverse of 5. Okay, the number that you can add to 5 to get what? A 0, both sides. Okay, so it's positive 5 is equal to 2x. Remember, I'm saying that we make what? X is subject of the formula. So here we divide throughout by 2, even this side by 2. So there it goes. You have y plus 5 over 2 is equal to x. So now here, where there is x now, where there is x, you replace by what? The inverse. So this is the inverse function to this one. Okay, so now we are going to remove x here and replace by f inverse, and where there is y there, where there is a variable in your expression, you write what? X. So we'll say where there is this one, so here we can say is equal to its f inverse of x. Okay, so is equal to this side, you are saying that it's 5 plus x, where there is y, you say x over 2. So this is what? The inverse of fx. Remember, this is the only way that we can work out this, where you say you let where you make what? X subject of the formula, and always make sure that you make x subject of the formula when you are writing the inverse of the given math problem. Okay, so having this one, we have this one here where we need to find f and f into f, then we put what? A 2. So having this one here, this is b. Okay, so it's b. I'll write it here. We know when you talk of f, it is 2x minus 5. Then this is our inverse. So we'll say, we'll start with what we have been given. Okay, so we say it is f of what? 2. Okay, so first thing I'll start with what? F of f inverse, then x. Okay, so I'll say where there is 2 here, we'll say 2. Now where there is x, this side you replace by what you have found, which is what? The inverse. So here I'll say it's open bracket where there is x, and replace this where there is x, we'll say it's x plus 5 over 2. We close. Okay, so I've just taken this and replace where there is x here. Then there is a minus here. There is a minus, so we say minus 5. Okay, so having this, I can work out this. So say this and this will do what? Will reduce to 1. So here we'll remain with x plus 5 minus 5. Okay, so here again we're going to have what? A 0, because this is positive, this is negative, so we're going to have what? A 0. Then remember, what you are calculating is f inverse of what? 2. So where there is x in this expression, you replace by what? 2. Okay, you replace by 2 where there is what? X in this what? Expression, you replace by 2. So we'll say where there is x, I'll just put what? A 2. This is a 0. So here you end your math or your problem in this way. So this is what? The answer. Okay, so now we go to the last one, which is C. So here the c we have been given is fx is equal to what? X. And the problem is to find the value of what? Of x. So here our f, we know that f is what? This one. So we'll say it's 2, okay, 2 open bracket. So where there is x in this, again you replace by this one, which is 2x minus 5, we close, then minus 5 is equal to x. Okay, so we have something like this. So having this, you multiply this and this, you get what? You get 4x minus, here you get 10, then minus 5 is equal to x. So this is what we have. Then having this, again, this and this, we can work out this, so it will be 4x minus, same signs, we add and maintain the sign, so it will be 15 is equal to x. We can transpose this to the other side, or finding the additive inverse of 4x, which is negative 4x. So in this way, we'll just say negative 15 is equal to, negative 15 is equal to x here. Then this one, once it crosses the equal sign, it will be minus, okay, minus 4x. So this is what we're going to have. So having this, we'll say negative 15 is equal to this and this, x minus 4x, we're going to have a negative 3x. So throughout by this negative 3, even this side negative 3, there it goes. Then here will remain with x, So how many times can negative 3 go into negative 15? It's 5. It's 5. So here our answer is x is equal to 5. Okay, x is equal to 5. Or you can rearrange as the way that we are being used here. We say once someone expresses like this, we think that this is not the way that we can replace the answer. But even this, because of the equal sign, it means that 5 is equal to x, or x is equal to 5. Or if you want, you can change, you say x is equal to what? 5. It's one and the same thing. Thank you.